Charlie Lamb, ready to go. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Foul ball there. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rooker brings it in, and there are two down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
Go ahead run on base. Luke Raley will hit next. And he deals. On the ground out to short. Fires over to first. And he has thrown 4. 1 out, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. Man at first with 1 gone. Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save, and that's another stolen base for the league leader. Lamb, the runner at second with 1 away. And that's in there at the knees.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to
swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Goes down looking. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the play. Charlie Lamb. Woo back to work. On the ground. Abrams handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Grounds one to short. Lamb tosses to first, and that is that. So 2 away with nobody on. And next to hit for the Sox, Max Schumann. The White Sox down to their final strike. In the air, right field. And it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Swing and a foul out of play.
2 quick outs. Needed to get that 3rd one. Wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
1 out away from this game being over.
First and second, 2 outs. Casillas, the next to hit. In there at the knees, and that is strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike. Ball.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. one missed. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb with an unremarkable performance in the loss. Charlie Lamb getting ready. And now for Seattle, C.J. Abrams. Out to short. Lamb fires across the diamond, and the first out of the game is an easy one. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man on second, 2 down. A little out front there as he swings through it.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
That one misses. And now 3-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 outs with a runner at third. And now the count is even.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Out to short, Abrams. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
Casillas takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Throw over to first. Casillas, in his rookie season, just 21 years old. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Runner takes off, pitches high. Throw to second, ow! And that. Josh Palacios up next for the Mariners. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. Tosses to first. 2 away. 1 out, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Abrams. throw to first in
Yes,
time.
you're out.
It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard. And now the DH, Scott Casillas. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they. Josh Palacios up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run in already. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-3.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now that sets up a...
Out to short. And that is the ball game. Had a decent showing in this one.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got...
Charlie Lamb ready to go. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. And that is out of play. Kicks and fires. And it's fouled away. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1-2-3. On to the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. 1 out, bases empty. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a ground ball. Abrams on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And that one finds its way through. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single for 2 now. First and second, no outs. Casillas digs in now. And that's through there for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Left field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And now they trail by 1. So up next for Chicago, Noelvi Marte. 1 for 3. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
High fly ball down the left field line. O'Neill on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a miss at a slider.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that's a little bit high. And now it's filled up 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Hayes in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And a 1-1. There's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Makes the grab, and that is the inning. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Fought off foul.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Up and in, and 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Charlie Lamb ready to go in this one. This breakout. So in now for Cleveland, Jonah Bride. Swing and a ground ball. Marte with a throw to first, and 2 away now. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb, leading the AL in batting average. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Next is the designated hitter, Scott Casillas. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
Runner.
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. First and second, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Doyle grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. DeLauder squeezes it, and the inning is over. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. On the ground, out to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. Third out. One out, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit in the air, center field. Doyle settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2. So 2 down at the plate. Angel Martinez. Liner, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Lamb. Charlie Lamb with an incredible season so far, leading the league. So bases all loaded up. Stepping up for the Guardians, Petey Halpin. And a 3-2. Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first. That ends the inning. And first and second, no outs. Lamb digs in now.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one almost got him. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Edwards to second, on to first, double play.
Batting fourth.
Back at right field. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Out to short, Lamb. Slings it across, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Bieber back to work. There's a strike.
0-1.
That's
Ball
down
1.
and in. A slider missed. That misses the zone.
1 strike.
Yeah, that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Outside. Counts full, 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So man aboard, Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time up. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Whoa, save! And that's another stolen base for the league leader. and it's quickly 0-2 the designated hitter. And ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Gilbert batting with one down. Takes a strike. Next offering is foul back. One out and a runner at second. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Carroll stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. First and second, 2 down. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
And the righty deals.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. That ends the inning. That one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. His 47th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Two on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's 1, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Gaddis back to work. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. He's someone you'll notice that attacks hitters with that high velocity slider. It is definitely not going to be mistaken for a slurve. Swings through that one.
When the velocity is living in the upper 90s and maybe even touch triple digits, then you're throwing a slider in that same range. Very difficult because the hitter wants to hit the fastball first and foremost. And when you put that little wrinkle in it like he does, it's really devastating.
Foul ball there. First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The White Sox down to their final strike, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, and this should do it. That's the ball game. Lamb with a valiant job in defeat. Had only one hit. Charlie Lamb getting ready. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, out towards right center. Doyle moving under this one. And that's the 3rd out. 1 out, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards, the next to hit. On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second. That's 1. Now to first, and it's a double play. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be...
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Comes up empty. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And now it's Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Lamb over at second, 1 down. And that one hammered DeLauder. Going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Next offering upstairs.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. 2 gone with runners at the corners. Noel V. Marte now at the plate. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and now it's 12-4. So 2 on with 2 away. Edgar Caro will hit next. The White Sox down to their final strike. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians take this one in a blowout. Charlie Lamb, ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. One down, and next to him for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs.
That's foul.
There goes the runner. There's a ball. Throw, and they got it.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And there's a ball. 2 out, space is empty. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Scott Casillas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Just missed.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Next pitch is outside. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. Drew Waters stands in. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Marsh back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone.
Went back to the mound, and that got him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Charlie Lamb. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1.
No
Well,
strike.
after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
This one smacked out to left center. Blanco pulls it in on the run. Base is empty with 2 away. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. One hit in the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Charlie Lamb. Yeah, that's fouled off. Malenka, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a two-seamer, and he works in a slider. And a pitch.
Ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit.
1-2.
Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And a base hit right there. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it in.
Now snap throw to first. And he just got his hand in there.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Inside, almost got him. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Drew Gilbert will hit next. 1 for 3. And that one missing low. Tying run at the plate. And another ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Lamb, the runner at second with 1 away. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Got him. And 2 away now.
Well, you got to be ready to swing.
New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Angel Serpa.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that hit.
The tying run at the plate.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Into center. And that's the 3rd out. The White Sox lead 1. They trail it here 4-2. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Base knock right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Nice job of driving that pitch.
Pitching for the
So
Royals,
digging in, Charlie Lamb.
number 46.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Swung on, belted. Mullins on his horse. Can't get there. It's into the gap. 1 runs in, around third. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Casillas at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning if they tie game.
Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Kansas City, and now the DH, Trey Turner. Out to short. And they get Turner for the out. So a runner at third, 2 outs. And next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. This could end it. That one the other way, and he boots it. Still able to fire over, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Fought off foul. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. Two outs. Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. That is. We're in extras here. Here's the White Sox DH, Scott Casillas. Montero back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. Pasquantino throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
On the ground. Jumps. Throws. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position at the plate. Noelvi Marte. Popped up. With. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. So 1 left for the White Sox. So we're still tied at 6. One out, runner at second. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. The winning run on second base. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first, and they get Mullins for the out. First and second, 2 outs. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. In comes the winning run, and the Royals. And a final 8. Charlie Lamb ready to go. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lamb digs in now. This one could be trouble. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score easily.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Scott Casillas in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there are 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Well, he got away with the mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. A run on. Runner at second. 2 down. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. The run comes in from second. It's 2-0. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw in there safely. Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he gets tied up right there. Casillas with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 3.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Runner at first with 2 away. And here is Michael Garcia. Out to short. Throws to first.
He's out.
And that is the 3rd out. Man at first, 1 away. To short, could be 2. The flip, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Angel Serpa, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Malenka warming up as well. That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe, and they're up by 3.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. That's out to center field. Mullins settles under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Garcia steps in for the Royals. McDermott is just 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up.
Yeah, right there. You rest me. I got it.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox even up this 4-game series at a game apiece. Charlie Lamb ready to... And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb, the next to hit. That one outside. 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Laser, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. First and second, no outs. Casillas now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1 strike.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Austin Hayes in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next offering upstairs. Schumann, the lead runner at second. Lamb over at first with 1 away. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 3.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Austin Hayes. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that's it for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So they're all loaded up. Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. He's 0 for 1. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they 2 outs, nobody on. And to the plate for Kansas City, Freddie Fermin. Hit on the ground to short. And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now that's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Manager out of the
Now
Scott
pitching for the
Casillas
Royals,
steps to the plate for the White Sox. They're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. A run comes into the play. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores. It's 7-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Could have let that pitch get a little deeper into the zone and tried to go the other way with it. Got it off the end a little bit, but found a hole up the middle.
Tosses to first. And he has thrown 4. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Montero back to work. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Suarez pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Butler sizing this one up. 1 down.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
The Royals down to their final strike. Line drive. Base hit. 1 run across. Waters around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 8-3. So a runner at second, 2 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And he takes a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Line drive, base hit. And Chia coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, got him. And that's the ball game. Lamb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Put together. Charlie Lamb. Currently. So 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going. Scott Casillas getting ready to hit. Just 2 hits and Flaherty a move to first. And he's back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that skips in the dirt.
Full count.
Out to short. Witt over to first. And that is that. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. On the ground, out to short, Lamb. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Wilson with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Flaherty back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty delivers. And that is out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball.
This guy's a fun guy to
2
watch
strikes.
taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And very nicely done for the out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Flaherty back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Butler sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Out to short. Off balance feed. There's 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there. 2 outs. Runner on first. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and then score that run from first base.
Sliced hard but foul.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
On a strike. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Full count.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's 3-2. Ripped into center, base hit. Fitzgerald headed for the plate. Throw cut off to second. Save.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Casillas in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And that one fouled off. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And now 2 balls and a strike. Bullpen action for the Royals. Chris Bubich, the left-hander, up and throwing. Swings through that one. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. And Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Liner, and this could be trouble. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Lamb in the box, lays off for ball 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. How about that double play? Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. So bases all loaded up. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Across is the winning run. And the final. Charlie Lamb ready to go. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Righty delivers. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 out, bases empty. That's to third. Zips it to first. And that is out number 2. Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now it goes to first, and he gets back safely. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Scott Casillas. Schwellenbach throws to first, and he's back in easily.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
3-1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Make it 6. Back here in Atlanta, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. Out to short. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out, number 1. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Corey Lee. Lee is just 1 strike away. Ripped on a line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take the series opener here at home. Lamb. Charlie Lamb with Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Into center. Harris racing after it. Brings it in. And that is that. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air, out towards left center. And that'll do it. Bases loaded, 2 down. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. It's gone. Grand slam. He hammers 1 out to right. It's 6-3. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. 1 big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
In the air, out to center. Harris racing after it. Tracks it down for the out. out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tying run at the plate. Up the middle, Lamb. 1 at second, and that's 2. So they get 3 runs on 2 hits, including the homer. No errors and no one left. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb launched a grand slam earlier in the game. That was back in the 5th.
And I'd say we felt the impact of that grand slam ever since. 4 runs on 1 swing. It's just an absolute game changer. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man at first. Scott Casillas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. That one way inside. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The batter, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they 2 outs, nobody on. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
On the ground, right side, Fitzgerald. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Charlie Lamb getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season. So 2 down. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Out to short. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Now the second run is in, and a 2-1 ball game now.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. Missed inside with the curve.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 out, nobody on. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires over to first. Yeah, they get the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes the ball. Lamb matched a homer in his last game. On the ground to short. Whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Over to Albies. And that's 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On the first, ball game. And the Braves win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Lamb strung. Charlie Lamb getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. So runner at second, 2 down. There's Ryan McMahon now. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that is that. So no runs here. One gone, runner at first. Now Charlie Lamb. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Bradish was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
0-2.
Got him swinging. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one ripped. And it's gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. That's career homer number 149. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off. He was late.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swung on, belted. Doesn't have enough. Into the corner, but foul.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Marsh has this one sized up. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. So 2 down, and here is Noelvi Marte looking to get the tying run on base. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
The pitch. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros strand the tying run on base to win it. Charlie Lamb has been stepping in the long ball threat. Charlie Lamb. Lamb launched a homer in his most recent game. Fought off foul. 2 out, space is empty. To third, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
And there's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him. Inning over. We head to the Daz Cameron at the plate. And here it comes. Out to short. Lamb. Throws across the diamond. They limit the damage here. Back at right field. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Charlie Lamb. And that one fouled off. In the air, right field. Cameron drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Runner at first with no outs here. Just missed. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings through that one out in front that time.
One ball, one strike.
Changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a ground ball. They get one, and he can't come up with it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
This to third, makes a sliding stop, and he beats it. He's safe. Manager out of the
Pitching for
here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Casillas digs in now. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
2-1.
That pitch in for a strike. And now 2-2. Fitzgerald at third. Schumann over at second. Lamb over at first with one away.
That's the ball. Full count.
Struck him out looking. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is Drew Gilbert. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Ground ball right side. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there.
Charlie Lamb with it. One down at the plate. Derek Hill. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. One at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb, with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. On the ground, out to short. Out on the off-balance throw. Base is empty, one away. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time. Grounder off the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they do. So the lineup flips over, and now Jeremy Pena. On the ground to short, Lamb. Throws to first. That's out number 3. So no. 2 out, space is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball.
And the pitch is outside, ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one popped up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing for them. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Kicks and deals. Roll to short, could be two. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, Lamb. The next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw quickly to the infield, and the go-ahead run has to hold up at third with two away. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Casillas, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1-0.
Hard hit left side. They get the force. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it. Back here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Christian Arroyo. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for two. Throw comes into second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line, and as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros have won 4 in a row. Lamb. Charlie Lamb with an incredible season so far. And now the center fielder, Roman Anthony. 2 on, 2 outs. Out to short, Lamb. They take the force out. That ends the inning. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Center field. Anthony gets under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So stepping in for Boston, Alex Freeland. 2 outs. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Abreu, the Gold Glover on the move. Long run, tracks it down. And there's 2 away. And stepping in for Boston, Mason Wynn.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Slings to first in time. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The throw in. The tag out. Now it's the right fielder, Scott Casillas.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Casillas with a homer in his last game. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. Hard hit down the line and left. And foul ball.
We're early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Make it 6. Top of inning number 7. And now Roman Anthony. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first. And a quick out number 1. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb digs in now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Line drive down the line, and it's foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. This could end it. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Lamb. Charlie Lamb. And here is Connor Wong. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Whips it across. They limit the damage here. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb, the leading home run hitter in the American League. That one misses, and it's 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Campbell in position. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. So digging in, David VR. Out to short. Lamb. Throws to first in time. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Now batting Tristan Casas. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Throws to first. Out number 3. Max Schumann steps to the plate for the White Sox. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a game to forget in the loss.
This wasn't.
Charlie Lamb with. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. In the air, right field. Abreu hauls it in to end the inning. 1 out, base is empty. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Nobody out, runner at first.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Scott Casillas. Both 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The tying run at the plate. Action in the pen down there. Justin Slate getting ready to go. Herron also throwing. Tying run at the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Gilbert in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, near the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Marte in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That misses. Ball 1. Schumann, the lead runner, out at second. Lamb at first. 2 out of the inning. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Gets another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 7 innings. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Lamb getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. It's in and out of his glove. The throw is late, and the defense comes away with nothing. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Scott Casillas.
3-pitch strikeout last time up.
Runner takes off, pitch outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. That's just his 70th stolen base of the year. No big deal.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Two.
That one misses, and the count's full. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 7th home run of the season. It's 3-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did.
Man at first, Edgar Caro, the next to hit. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game, and the Red Sox strand the tying run on base to win it. Charlie Lamb ready to go. So 2 down, and now it's going to be Charlie Lamb. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. Home run number 50 on the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 150th career home run.
Man, Boog, 150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, that's a lot of trotting. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
No outs. Runner on second.
Charlie.
The White Sox with a chance to play spoiler in this ball game. Right side. Rooker makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. 2 out, space is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. That's long gone. Another homer. His 51st home run of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
The batter.
Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now? Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off speed.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Blake Hunt up next for the Mariners.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Out to short. Lamb. That ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the M's 5 and the White Sox 4. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. That one ripped, but foul. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
1 strike away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On the move, heading back. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, his 52nd home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Lamb.
Wu back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Casillas in his rookie season, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Lamb leads off second with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
he came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Gilbert swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That was the sweeper, but it missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Marte in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it. Runner tagging from first.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. A little bit low. Ball 1. And strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Way inside.
Right to 2-2.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in for the out.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one. Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one is absolutely belted. And a foul ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Lined into right. Rooker makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle, Brent Rooker. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Chris, you look at it, these are the spots where pitchers can come on, pitch well, instill some confidence in the manager, and all of a sudden they're pitching higher leverage spots in the postseason. Abrams tosses to first. Third out. Base is empty, one away. And stepping in for the Mariners, Blake Hunt. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Here's the throw. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Now,
swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's going to be Charlie Lamb. Diaz back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ball.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it beats it for the first out after the drop third strike. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2.
And that is the ball game. Lamb really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Had a pair of hits. Charlie Lamb ready to go. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lamb getting ready to hit. Foul ball there. Lamb with a homer in his last game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 53rd homer of the year. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Kicks and fires. On the ground. Lamb. Gets it to first, and that is that. Mariners lead. Runner at second, 2 down. In the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. No run. 1 out, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. Out of here. another homer. His 54th home run of the season. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Olsen.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Out to short, Lamb. Throws across the diamond, and that is the inning. Here's the shortstop at the play, Charlie Lamb. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. And he's gone yard again. His 6th of the series, and that's how they take the lead. It's 6-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see.
Man at first, Brent Rooker now at the plate. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox win the last 2 to take the 3-game series. Charlie Lamb went yard. So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. That one fouled off. Lamb made it rain homers in his last game, going deep 3 times.
3-homer games don't grow on trees, Boog. There aren't even 150 players in MLB history who've done it more than once. So what he did in that last game was really impressive.
The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. That's not coming back. He flexes his power with that swing. His 56th home run of the season. And the White Sox strike first. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Lamb.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Oh, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Young sizing this one up. And that is that. The White Sox. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Charlie Lamb. Crochet back to work. That's towards center. Young should have this one. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a ground ball. Lamb zips it across, and 2 away now. So runner at second, 2 down. Lamb digs in now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this, because he can turn it into an intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Casillas will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carlos Vargas up and loosening in the pen. Doval getting cranked up as well. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Laureano comes up to hit. Out to short, Lamb. Whips it across. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, runner on first. Now here is Corey Seager. Tap back up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox strand the tying run on base to win it. Lamb. Really? Charlie Lamb ready to go. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Charlie Lamb. Lamb with a homer in his last game. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So now the DH spot, Scott Casillas.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Strike.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that is downstairs. Ball 2. And he swings through that one. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. And now Ezekiel Duran. Out to short. What a stop. throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And that one fouled off. And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Mateo under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. He gets there with the slide. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mateo turns to the right on the move. Snags it for the second out. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it falls around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
In the dirt, but kept close. Clips the corner, and the count is 1-1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Dane Dunning getting loose out there. Festa also getting ready. Pickoff move to second. Lamb back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Lamb, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So up next, Drew Gilbert. Just off the inside edge. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count is 2-0. One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, right to the backstop. No advance, though. That one to first, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and a full count now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And that drops in for a strike. Next pitch way upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And that one is inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. First and second, 2 outs. Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Way to first, ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Lamb did a good job. Charlie Lamb. Now it's the power speed combo. Charlie Lamb, a beast all year long as he leads the league in RBIs here in our final month. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run shot, his 57th homer of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young.
Young.
On the ground to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
1 out, bases empty. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Back in Arlington, top 6. And the batter now, Charlie Lamb. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Seager fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's the third baseman. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Doval back to work. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Scott Casillas. 1 for 3. Check on the runner, and he's just back in. Oh, close play.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Runner on the go again. This one in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for Chicago, Drew Gilbert. And there's the strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Two outs. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Outside, and the count's full.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. He walked in, and that will keep things going. And now the catcher comes up to him, Edgar Caro.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now a step off to third, and he's back in safely. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The count 2-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. On the ground right side, down the line, and it's foul. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K. Dustin Harris stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and that's a fair ball. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with 1 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. And it one-hops the wall. The winning run crosses the... A 3-2.